Hi, YouTube. This is Diva Kiki. Happy New Year. I know this is bad. This is so bad. I have not done a video, and I have not done a video since before the new year. And so I want to tell you guys Happy New Year. It is January the 25th. Um, I am on my 21-day fast. It ends on tomorrow. And yeah, I got to fill you in on everything that's been going on with me. Um, yeah, well, where shall I start? Going through some things right now. I just got home. Somebody new moved in behind me that's connected to my townhouse. And I'm just getting home now, and now I smell like all this cigarette smoke or some kind of smoke. Um, Smoke that's not your normal smoke is what it smells like to me, like when I was in college. Yeah. Um, I already had to call the police on last night because the person that moved in behind me moved in on Thursday and have been playing loud music, and I have just been up to here with it. And it just showed me that I need to hurry up and get my house. Um, I'm not renewing my lease. I've been over here this year would make 3 years. I'm not renewing my lease. Things were not this bad when I first moved here. Um, but during the last year since they changed management, it has gotten bad. Um, it's like they're letting any and everybody move over here now, and it wasn't like that before. Um, so probably gonna have to pick up some Febreze air freshener tomorrow. Um, so that it can kill the smell. And I'm probably going to have to burn some candles again. I used to burn candles, but I stopped um, so that I can get rid of the smell. I don't like it, and I have very bad allergies, and we have me and my son both have very bad allergies, and they're like all year allergies. They're not just seasonal; they're all year round. We have both have allergies very bad. So I'm a little upset about that right now because I'm just getting home from church and now I smell that in my apartment and I never smelled it before. Um, yeah, my lease is up in June. I'm trying to buy a house. I think I'm gonna have to end up staying with someone to save up the rest of my money for my house. Um, so I might have to move in. I don't know if my brother and his girlfriend will let me move in with them for like a month or two, um, until I finalize everything on my house. Um, I'm looking for a new job again. It's a lot going on right now. I'm going through a lot right now with my current job. Again, another job. This job's supposed to be a Christian atmosphere, supposed to be. Um, but there are a lot of ways that people are being treated that's not Christian-like. That's not, how can I say it? It's not saved like, if that's a good way of saying it. Not just the way that I'm being treated, but the way others are being treated by management, as well as other people that are supervisors, leads, whatever they are. Um, I don't like how people are belittled. A lot of times they try to belittle me. Um, the job is stressful, and I believe that God don't want me to be as stressed as I am because it's affecting my health. Um, the first day of this year, well, the second day of this year, I went to go to work, and I was having chest pains, and I believe it's from stress from this job. Um, so I'm trusting and believing. I filled out about 7 applications between Thursday and today. So I filled out about 7 applications at 7 different jobs. Just pray that one of those jobs call me and that they will pay me what I'm making now or more. I don't want to make less than what I'm making now. But other than that, the year has started off rocky and very rocky. But God is with me. God is keeping me. Last Saturday night, last Sunday night, we had our praise and worship concert. It was called Fire of Worship. Oh my goodness. When I say the fire of God was in the place with his atmosphere and his worship, it was awesome, awesome, awesome. And the power of God fell in the place, and God had me speaking things, and I was rebuking things, and was rebuking the spirit of suicide. Um, uh, and when I was rebuking it, I was coming from a place to where a week before the concert, because of what I went through on my job, I feel like they're pushing me out, trying to push me away, push me out of the door. And I got to a state of mind where I was just done, and I just was going to kill me and my son. I was just going to run off a bridge. Nobody would have to worry about him. Nobody would have to worry about me. We'll both be gone. Um, but the Lord was with me, and God didn't allow me to do it. God let me keep heading on, and I kept driving until I got to church. And when I got to church, my pastor was asking me to pray for people, and I told her no, I couldn't. I was not in the right state of mind to pray for anyone. I was in a bad state of mind myself, and I didn't pray for anyone. Um, when the prayer was going forth, I went and got prayer myself. And the evangelist that prayed for me is one of the mothers of my church, and little do she know, her prayer is what saved my life. Her prayer is what saved my son's life. Her prayer that night, because I was on the verge of giving up, y'all. I was on the verge of giving up because of how I'm being treated at my job. And I just couldn't take it because I feel like I left one job to come into a better situation. And this situation is just as worse as any situation I've ever been in. So I'm praying to God, and God helped me that night. He helped me not to do it. He helped me. And I'm so appreciative and so thankful to him for doing that for me. Um, so when I said it that night, I was speaking of the Lord rebuking the spirit of suicide amongst just me, not just me myself, but anyone that was feeling that way. Little did I know that the Lord allowed this this drunk man to come into the sanctuary was packed. So I didn't know this at the time, but as worship was going forth and the spirit was falling everywhere and people were just praising the Lord and falling out and crying out, and the dancers was crying out to God, and as all of this was taking um, going forth, this man was in there, and he came forth, and they were praying. The elders was praying with them. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought somebody was over there in worship. Come to find out, you guys, he walked in the door. He was drunk. He had, well, I'm not going to say he was drunk, but he had been drinking, and he was going to kill himself. Now, when God spoke that through me that night, I had no idea that this man was there, and that what I was saying was ministering to him. He ended up giving his life to Christ on that night. He was homeless. My church rallied around him and showed him love. People started giving money, just bringing money up to him. They ended up putting him in a hotel for the night. One of the other members of the church knows about how to help someone that need housing that's homeless. She's going to be helping him. And my church rallied around him, and loved on him. He said when he would go to other churches, they would turn away from him and they wouldn't shake his hand. But my church showed him love because that's what my grandfather taught us, is that you don't treat people different because they're not like you are. And that's what's been birthed in us. That's what's been taught to us, is never to do that. And so when we showed love to him and then he gave his life to Christ, that was just on the night of worship that we had the service for, not knowing. I had no idea where he was. He said he had just gave somebody else the gun. Before he walked in, he gave somebody the gun and walked in because he was going to kill himself. He had already planned his funeral and everything. But God turned it around. God turned it around on that night for him. He turned it around. So that brought so much joy, so much joy, so much joy to my life and to me. And to know that just like God didn't allow me to run off the bridge, just like God didn't allow me to kill myself, he did the same thing for somebody else. So with this all said, you all be strong. Pray for me. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm trying to save for a house right now. I'm nowhere near the goal of where I'm supposed to be. But you know what? I have faith and I believe that God is going to make the impossible possible. I believe that God is going to open up the door where He's going to get me what I need. He's going to get me into a house, not a townhouse, not a condo, but God is going to allow me to purchase a house so that I won't be connected to anybody else's house. I won't have to smell all the different odors. I won't have to worry about somebody else's loud music in my house because I'll have my house. So I'm just trusting God. I'm believing in God for just that. God already told me that He's going to bless me with a home. On the other night, God told me He's going to bless me with a new job. So I'm trusting and I'm believing on every word and every promise from God. Every word and every promise that He have made to me, to you, to everyone. But yeah, the 21-day fast, every year, every January, I begin to do a fast. And this is juice that I'm drinking. It's actually cranberry juice, so it can kind of flush out my system because my back was hurting. So I went and got that. You all, I learned how to make eggplant parmesan. Was it, yeah, eggplant parmesan? I had never eaten eggplant before, but because we couldn't eat meat and I was only eating fruit and vegetables. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. And like, to substitute for meat, eggplant is really good. So, and it's a vegetable. So, um, but like I said, tomorrow is the end of the fast. Tonight I went to church. This is what I wore. Someone gave me this for Christmas, and I thought it looked real cute with this. Um, but this is what I wore to church tonight. Um, so during the fast, I got on a scale, and I've lost a total of 11 pounds. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I've lost a total of 11 pounds, so I think that that's excellent. I'm still rocking this wig. I recurled it on tonight. I hadn't worn it in about a week. Um, oh, now it's tangled up again. Y'all, when I wear my coat, this is what's been happening to my hair. You see how tangled that's getting back there? When I wear my coat? Oh, I hate when it does that. Yeah, I hate that. This is still the Brazilian hair. Um, the virgin Brazilian hair. Um, I hope I get those tangles out. I'm gonna have to do something about that. But I'm probably gonna use these tonight and wet it a little bit, and I'll probably roll these up tonight so I don't have to do anything to it in the morning because I'm not gonna have time to be curling no hair tomorrow. So, but yeah, still got my closure in. Still got, this is my wig. This is the one I made. I call this my Christmas hair because I actually had gotten this hair for Christmas. So, But now I gotta comb out my tangles back out the back part because every time I wear my coat, that's what happens. So, yeah. But anyway, pray that God work everything out, guys. Pray, keep me steadfast in your prayers, and I'll be praying for you all. And I'm sorry that it's taking me so long to do my videos. Um, I actually have not done any jewelry this year. I haven't made any jewelry this year. I haven't sold any jewelry this year. Um, I did for the um, for the what is it for the praise and worship concert last Sunday. I made we wore black, silver, and turquoise. Um, it was this color. I'm just gonna show you the color. And yeah, that color in my ring. It was gorgeous. I made the sashes for all the girls. It was like 12 girls. I made the sashes for them, and I made the guys. It was 5 guys, and I made each one of them a bow tie. It was my first time making the bow tie, but I'm also going to be making ties for my jewelry line. So I'm glad that I did get the opportunity to do it because now I know how to make bow ties. So my cousin came to me tonight, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're going to be making me more bow ties." I was like, yeah, you're going to be paying more than what y'all paid me for Christmas. I mean, for the concert because I gave them a little discount. So, but yeah, um, but yeah, earrings is just this, and I got it to go with my necklace. And I like this little thingy. I like it. She gave me that for Christmas. I mean, well, somebody gave it to me for Christmas. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will chat with you all later. Be blessed, and again, Happy New Year. And I'm sorry it took so long to come on and say it. All right, guys.